What's up, everyone? This is Natalie here at Nasdaq. Wanted to go over a little bit of news as well as basically any of the coins that you can still make money in that haven't taken off yet. So let's take a look at it. So Coinbase today announced that they are going to get a listing on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol coin, which is pretty epic. It's just have coin as your ticker symbol. One of the first crypto companies to make it onto the Nasdaq, so that's really awesome. Just want to check the Nasdaq here. Figured we might as well start covering it as well, along with the SPY. It's at 150 here on the weekly. I think it's still pretty strong. There hasn't really been any serious correction since a year ago. So yeah, it just seems to be turning upward. It's pretty strong. And same thing with the SPY. Again, it's been about a year since a real serious correction. We just reached 400, that perfect round number. So we'll really see it kind of continue to go on. You know, the Fed keeps printing money. There's so many stimulus bailouts happening. So it seems like as of right now, everything will just continue the way it is. Nothing really crazy should be happening, I guess, while they keep doing that. Then I wanted to go over the Bitcoin chart. This is just an idea. Again, I'm sure a lot of people think that Bitcoin is going to go to 100K plus, but just, you know, on the time frames, especially on the monthly, it's kind of, you know, zoom out and take a look at it. This really is a lot of big green candles, which is great. But they're definitely, it's starting to form a real parabola shape. A lot of people talk about Bitcoin going parabolic. At that point, once it has really reached the height of the parabola, that's when it will come crashing down. So I just kind of drew this curve for fun. And I was looking up like what are we really looking for when it comes to parabolas. It's from newtraderu.com. So yeah, essentially this one is talking about like forming different bases, but Bitcoin didn't even have the chance to do that because it basically was so vertical with its candles. Yeah, essentially this curve right here looks pretty similar, except this one is even more drastic. So go to the weekly. It chills out a little bit more on the weekly. It looks like, I mean, there's still no reason to panic. There's kind of been some indecision here between like maybe 45 to 60. It's kind of definitely been bouncing around here the past few weeks. Even if you were to draw a fib on it, which we can do right now. All right, so high to low right here. Take off that curve there. So basically it's hit the 3.6 fib just about. Had like a slight rejection there before. You count these other wicks. It's like trying to reach above it. There definitely could be plenty of strength, and I mean, it could be very possible. There are some crazy green candles even like shoot up somewhere to like 100,000. But I just think that it's definitely reaching some of the heights of the parabola. If not anywhere between maybe 62 to 72,000 might be the true heights of it. But I mean, we'll see if it does happen to reach above here. You know, anything is really possible, but at that point, you know, it's extremely overextended. But anyways, it is still good that Bitcoin is strong. we're still, I'm sure everyone is happy that it hasn't had a major pullback yet. And then we're going to check on ETH. So ETH on the monthly, still a lot of green candles, but doesn't look quite as overextended yet as Bitcoin does. I went ahead and drew a fib on it, and this could be insane. This is already kind of forming a little parabola here. But yeah, I would say at the very least, like for example, Bitcoin 60,000 is triple, you know, what it did in 2017. So yeah, at the very least, like probably 5,800, just under 6,000 would be the absolute top for Ethereum in this cycle. at least just based off of this. And then if you, take this away, like, where's it going to go? Yeah, it does look very strong on the weekly. It looks like it's ready to push above this 2000 level. It'll probably be very strong, maybe even push directly up there to the 3000 level, just because of how strong it looks. It obviously held the support of the previous all-time high here. And yeah, it's definitely looking good. I imagine once this gets a really strong push this month of April, and going into the summer, that's what's really going to light the fire for the rest of the alts. Although there's plenty of alts that have, or the majority of them have already taken off. And then, so I want to talk about how I basically used Coinbase, or I'm sorry, not Coinbase, CoinMarketCap to go through a list and find, just simply look at the chart here first before even looking into some of these other ones. Yes, I have been watching some of these. There's other ones that I did just find looking through the list. These are all in the top 100. Yeah, so Litecoin, top 10. Its all-time highs was around, look at the chart here. All-time highs is around just under $400, and it's currently around 206. So you could basically get a 2x, just under a 2x from here. How much is that? Okay, 88% from the current price range to the previous all-time highs. Let's see here. Yeah, the fib I drew on it is very intense, I guess, around 1500. We will see if it ends up doing it. It had to be really quite insane, but it's honestly, it's still looking strong here. Let's look at the candles. Yeah, it seems in a way still, while it's slowly progressing upward, it's still kind of going sideways. So it's really ready to start seeing some big green bars. Okay, there we have Litecoin. And then, okay, EOS, also one of the more top coins, ranking number 24. Previous all-time highs around $21, and it's currently at $5. So about a 4x from there just to get to the previous all-time highs. That's already calculated here. You get about 300% just to get to the previous all-time highs, not including how much higher it could possibly go. And then, so another one we can talk about, rank 74, Ontology. Current price to the previous all-time highs gets you just under 600%. If it were to go up to the previous all-time highs of $10 to $12, and then again, could go, typically, these coins will go past the previous all-time highs. So we're looking good on that one. Civic, which is a security, protects personal information, security token. Its previous all-time highs was about 130, and it's currently at 54, 55 cents. So take the current price and get about a 300% return, riding it up to its all-time highs and probably much higher. And finally, ARK ranked 156. Again, these are all in the top 200 that I'm looking. It's also just an arbitrary number, but I'm sticking at the top 200 for now for what I'm looking at. So ARK previously all-time highs was around $10, currently at $2.80. Current price to all-time highs, 300% return, just again to the all-time highs. Could take off far past that. If you want to go over Fibonacci's with these, let me know. You can take a look at those. They do look pretty intense, but we'll see when the time comes in these next couple of months. So what I wanted to cover, Bitcoin Cash, which is, Bitcoin is the digital gold. People are saying Bitcoin Cash is just digital cash, which is really interesting if all this is supposed to be replacing the dollar. But anyways, it's essentially another form of Bitcoin that's supposedly moves faster than Bitcoin does and at a lower transaction cost. So its previous all-time highs were at 4,000, just about exactly. It's currently a little over $500. While you may think that the $500 price is expensive, you can see that you can actually, out of the other ones I've looked at so far, even just to get to the all-time highs, not including anything past that, you're already getting a 600% return. So this is actually the highest return that we've looked at yet. And then one I wanted to cover is ERX. I'm sure you heard of Uniswap, PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, basically just decentralized way to swap your one cryptocurrency for another, kind of based off of the Ethereum network. ZRX is kind of the backbone of all of that, kind of makes the transaction happen, find them at the cheapest cost. They also have a platform called Matcha, which is related to ZeroX, but this is what I've been watching. It's getting close to its all-time highs, but there's definitely still some room. But I definitely do believe in the potential of this project and it going much higher, possibly around 10 or more dollars. Yeah, just something else to think about with this one. I don't really hear many people talk about it, but I still definitely believe in it. I'm going to talk about XLM before XRP. Yes, so XLM previous all-time highs was at $1, and it's currently at 43 cents. So I have about 140% return. And again, if you see, this is definitely making the candles look small here, but I see it says like kind of a very small range. So at some point it has to break out of that range and go higher. We draw a fib on it. So about just over $4. It's a true extension of the Fibonacci. So that would be quite exciting to see if that were to happen. Give you 800% return if you were to enter now and didn't enter previously. And then save the best for last, somewhat biased. XRP, you either love it or you hate it. I definitely believe that it is the fastest and the cheapest to send. So have it that way if you will. But yeah, so this one very clearly has not come close to its all-time highs. It's been in ranges for literally years. If you've been watching this for years, I'm sure we've all aged a lot just staring at this chart, kind of hoping it would do something. XRP used to be number 3. I'm sure once it reaches all-time highs, it'll definitely start fighting the ranking again. It's around number 7 right now, just because it basically has not kept up pace with the rest of the market. There has been a lawsuit against Ripple, but they're fighting it, and we'll see how it comes out on the other end. They're worldwide. In the U.S., it's a very small part of their business, and honestly, XRP, it can still perform without Ripple. And again, being the fastest and cheapest, I see that this project, obviously, it will have potential years to come. But anyways, from the current price of 57 cents to previous all-time highs, 350, you get about 500% return. And that's, of course, not calculating in how much more this could run. To drop fib on this. Yeah. Possibly go up to $14. It definitely seems like quite a lot right now. But just for fun, let's go ahead and see what the price range is on that. So current price, 57. Oh, you gotta even pull it all the way up here. That's 2,400 about percent. So these are where the gains are. Again, these ones are still have not taken off yet. Honestly, not biased against any of them, just trying to go off of the basic chart patterns that are happening. Ones that have taken off versus one that have not, that are ready to go. Even as you can see, like I was talking about, 0x getting near those previous all-time highs. It's like this chart still doesn't look super exciting. Like there has to be more that happens with it. So definitely holding out for that. But yeah, that is the market update for today. Yeah, definitely take a look at these if you're interested, do your own research with these. Check out CoinMarketCap, see what's going on with each one of these. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to this video and let me know what you want to see next.